it time, Gigi?
Is it time, Gigi?
Is it time, Gigi?
Is it time, Gigi? Is it time, Gigi?
Gigi, is it time? Is it time, Gigi? Is it time to go into Charlie? Let's go! I'm ready. I'm ready, Gigi.
Charlie, you out there? It's Patches. We're back. How you been, Charlie? I hear you've been a busy girl. Huh? Yeah. Get so big. Yeah. So how's everything going? Gigi's got some surprises for you today. Yeah. But I'm not going to say anything about it. Not yet. But one's kind of fun. You'll see. Anyway, before Gigi comes in, and you know how Gigi gets, I will just say, hello. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you enjoy the book we're going to read today. Yes, sirree. But without further ado, here comes Gigi.
Oh, hello there, Charlie. How you doing today? I see Patches kind of behaving himself today, yeah. So, it's been a little bit, not that long. I try to do every couple of weeks or so. So now we're back again for another new story. So how you been doing? You been having a busy week? Busy couple of weeks? I'm thinking so. Yeah, I saw you were at Home Depot today. You were painting an airplane? Yeah, your papa liked that. He liked you. He liked watching you. Because your daddy sent a picture about you painting. Papa liked that. He thought it was kind of cool. That's right. You know, he likes planes. In fact, he went out yesterday and was flying his planes. He couldn't go out today. It was too windy. Yes, it was. In fact, it was so windy that we saw a hawk. A hawk is a big, it's a good-sized bird. It flew into the tree behind us. I'll put the little clip. Now, this happened this morning. I saw a big bird fly out into the tree. So me and your papa went out there and saw that it was a hawk. It's kind of hard to see in this clip. But this is the second one. Your papa's going out there. We've seen the first one we saw was actually bigger. You're gonna see it fly or move in this this tree, but I included a clip of what a hawk looks like, and you can see that it's a big bird. So it's kind of interesting. I was just surprised to see it out there in the backyard, and being that this is the second one that we saw. You know, it's kind of surprising. So watch, you're going to see it. Here it comes. Oh, do you see it? There it goes. Okay, now, this is what an actual hawk looks like. See how big is it? How big it is? And that's kind of like the size that I saw before that. To me, it felt like it came after me and your papa. Your papa thinks it was coming after Jet, but big bird, pretty bird, but yeah, they'll pick up small dogs, yeah. Anyway, it's kind of cool just to see it, you know, part of nature. So I hope you're having a good day. I hope the weather's nice out there. So it looks like you were outside a little bit, so that's good. Did you hear the news? Did you hear the news about your tia and your uncle? How exciting. Gigi was so happy. I'm sure you're excited too, and I'm sure your mama and daddy are excited for your tia and your uncle Dominic as well. That's right. They're gonna have a baby. Gigi, so excited? Yes. I'm so excited. Yeah. And April, that's a month before your birthday. I know. Isn't that something? And that means you're gonna have a cousin. And I believe in Spanish, cousin is called prima. That's right. So you're gonna be a prima. That's right. You're gonna be cousins. That's kind of cool, huh? Have you ever been a cousin before? You have cousins. I just don't think you've met them. Yeah, because yes, you have cousins, just haven't met them. Well, you met someone, you came out here. You met but see, those are big cousins. Because like your cousin, I believe you met Raquel and Ronnie. Just a few cousins, not a lot. But that's on your Gigi side. That's on your daddy's side. And I know when you were a teeny tiny baby, you may have met some cousins on your grandpa's side. I don't know if you met any cousins on your mama's side. You're going to have to ask her. But anyway, you're going to be a cousin to somebody that's going to be younger than you. Yeah, you can be the big cousin. Isn't that exciting? And it's going to be a girl. So you're going to have a baby girl cousin. That's right. That's cool, huh? I'm so excited. Yay! So anyway, that was kind of cool. And let's see. Gigi's been working in her studio. There's a picture of Papa right there. He's putting up some shelves for me. Gigi's always doing something in here. Because, like Nana says, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. That's right. So anyway, all doing well. Holidays are coming. What are you gonna be for Halloween? Are you gonna be a cat? I thought I heard something about you being a cat. I can't remember. So, whatever you're gonna be, make sure you send me a picture so I can see it. That's right. Anyway, we got a new story today. This story is called The Big Brag. I wonder what it's about. I think it's about somebody who brags. What do you think? Bragging is not cool. Don't be talking about yourself. Just talk about yourself and try to make other people feel bad. No, you know who you are. You know what you got, and you ain't got to be throwing it out there. I'm just saying. You keep your stuff to you, because we don't have to brag. We know. No? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you do. Anyway. Don't be rolling your eyes, Daddy. Anyway. Check to see if he's doing that, okay, Charlie? All right, because last time we read about the bird that wanted a big tail. And then what happened when that bird got that big tail? She couldn't fly, remember? So this one is called The Big Brag. So let's see. It looks like it's about a bear. So let's go ahead and start reading, okay? A bear and a rabbit. The rabbit felt mighty important that day, on top of the hill in the sun where he lay. He felt so important up there on that hill that he started in bragging, as animals will. And he boasted out loud as he threw out his chest, "Of all the beasts in the world, I'm the best." That's called bragging. We don't need to be doing that. On the land and on the sea, even up in the sky, no animal lives who is better than I. Wow, he is really kind of bragging, Not cool. What's that? Growled a voice that was terribly gruff. Now, why do you say such ridiculous stuff? The rabbit looked down. He saw a big bear. "I'm the best of the beasts," said the bear, and so there. That's right. What's the rabbit gonna do? Fight the bear? I don't think so. "You're not," snapped the rabbit. "I'm better than you." "Pooh," the bear snorted again, "and I say pooh. You talk mighty big, Mr. Rabbit, that's true. But how can you prove it? Just what can you do?" Thought the rabbit. Now what can I do? And he thought, then he finally said, "Mr. Bear, do you see these two ears on my head? My ears are so keen and so sharp and so fine, no ears in the world can hear further than mine." So he's saying he's got some pretty sharp ears, huh? That he'd see pretty good. The bear grunted. He looked at each ear. "You say they are good," said the bear with a sneer. "But how do I know just how far they can hear?" "I'll prove," said the rabbit. "My ears are the best. You sit there and watch me. I'll prove it by test." Then he sniffed up his ears. He stiffened up his ears till they both stood up high, and pointed straight up at that blue of the sky. He stretched his ears open as wide as he could. "Shh! I'm listening," as he said, as he stood. He listened so hard that he started to sweat, and the fur on his ears and his forehead got wet. So what was he doing? Trying to really, really concentrate on hearing? I'm thinking he was, yeah. For 7 long minutes he stood. Then he stirred, and he said to the bear, "Do you know what I hear? Do you see that far mountain? It's 90 miles off. There's a fly in that mountain. I just heard him cough." Now the cough of a fly, sir, is quite hard to hear when he's 90 miles off. But I heard it quite clear. So you see, bragged the rabbit, it's perfectly true that my ears are the best, so I'm better than you. Ooh, that rabbit's got some nerve, saying he's better than the bear. I don't think so. The bear for a moment just sulked as he sat, for he knew that his ears couldn't hear things like that. This rabbit, he thought, made a fool out of me. Now I've got to prove that I'm better than he. Uh-oh. So he said to the rabbit, you hear pretty well. You can hear 90 miles, but how far can you smell? I'm the greatest of the smellers, he bragged. See my nose? This nose on my face is the finest that grows. My nose can smell anything both far and near. With my nose I can smell twice as far as you hear. That's what he says. Huh. We'll see. You can't, snapped the rabbit. I can, growled the bear. And he struck up his big nose way up in the air. He wiggled that nose and he sniffed and he snuffed. He waggled that nose and he whipped and he woofed. For more than 10 minutes he snapped and he snuffed. Then he said to the rabbit, I smelled far enough. So what do you think he smelled, Charlie? What do you think he smelled? All right, said the rabbit. Come on now and tell me exactly how far the smell that you will smell. Oh, I'm smelling a very far smell, said the bear. Away past that fly on that mountain out there. I'm smelling past many mountains beyond, 600 miles more to the edge of a pond. Wow, that's pretty far if he's smelling 600 miles. And way, way out there by the pond you can't see is a very small farm. On the farm is a tree. On the tree is a branch. On the branch is a nest. A very small nest where 2 tiny eggs rest. 2 hummingbird eggs. Gigi likes hummingbirds. Only half an inch long. But my nose, said the bear, is so wonderfully strong. My nose is so good that I smelled without fail that the egg on the left is a little bit stale. And that thing that no rabbit can do, so you see, the bear boasted. And that is let me start over. Gigi. And that is a thing that no rabbit can do. So you see, the bear boasted, I'm better than you. My smell's so keen that it just can't be beat. So there's the hummingbirds. My hummingbirds don't have stale eggs. My hummingbirds are cute. That's right. There's a little clip of my hummingbird right there. I was watching them this morning. See, aren't they cute? I like my hummingbirds. Anyway, let's get back on track, Gigi. So anyway, the bear's saying that he can smell 600 miles away. He can smell a tiny little hummingbird egg that is stale. I don't know about that. That'd be amazing. What's that? Called a voice from way down by his feet. The bear and the rabbit looked down at the sound, and they saw an old worm crawling out of the ground. Now, boys, said the worm, you've been bragging a lot. You both think you're great, but I think you are not. You're not half as good as a fellow like me. You hear and you smell, but how far can you see? Now I'm here to prove, you big boasting guys, that your nose and your ears aren't as good as my eyes. Well, that worm, just throw it out there, worm. Just throw down the gauntlet. I'm better than you two. And the little old worm cocked his head to one side, and he opened his eyes, and he opened them wide. And they looked far away with a strange sort of stare, as if they were burning 2 holes in the air. The eyes of that worm almost popped from his head. He stared half an hour till his eyelids got red. That's enough, growled the bear. Tell the rabbit and me. How far did you look and just what did you see? See the worm staring? You stare like that? Well, boys, the worm answered, that look that I took was a look that looked farther than you'll ever look. I looked across the ocean, way out to Japan. I don't know about that, Charlie. For I can see further than anyone can. there's no one on earth who has eyesight that's finer. I looked past Japan, then I looked across China, I looked across Egypt, then took a quick glance across 2 countries of Holland and France. Hey, haven't you been to France? Have you been to France? I can't remember you've been to France. Because you've been kind of like hopping all over the world, like little world globetrotter. Then I looked across England. Have you been to England? I think you've been to England. Or is it Scotland? Or Sweden? I can't keep up with you, Charlie. And also Brazil. But I didn't stop there. I looked much farther still. Wow. Here, you went over the ocean into these countries. I don't know about that. Do you believe that? I don't think so. And I kept right on looking and looking until I looked around the world and right back to this hill. Uh-oh. Is he going to say he looked all around the earth? And I saw on this hill, since my eyesight so keen, the 2 biggest fools that have ever been seen. And the fools that I saw were none other than you, who seem to have nothing else better to do than to sit here and argue who's better than who. I guess that worm's telling them, hey, you guys just talk, don't do nothing. That's kind of funny. Then the little old worm gave his head a small jerk, and he dived in his hole and went back to his work. Look at the bear, the rabbit. So he just trash talk that rabbit and that bear, because they'd be saying they're better at this and better at that, and really he said, you know what, I got you. You guys think you're so smart, right back at you. That's kind of funny. Now that was a funny story. Now see, the next one is how the Grinch stole Christmas, but we're not ready for that one yet. Not Christmas time yet. Pretty soon. So let's see what's the next one. Let's go past that. Oh, this is a long story. I don't think I've ever read that story either. I've seen the movie. I think I saw the movie with Jim Carrey. Oh, this is a long story. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll start reading that beginning of December. It's got a lot of pages. Oh, I see. The next one is the Lorax. The Lorax. That's going to be the next story we read, okay? That was a cool story. I like that one. And it's also saying, don't be talking bad about yourself. Don't be talking about yourself thinking that you're all that. Because you know what? There's somebody's going to come down and going to try to knock you down a few pegs. So you don't need to be talking about yourself like that. No, but you're thinking that you're better than anybody else. No, that's not cool. Anyway, that was a cool story. I wanted to tell you, Charlie, because I know that you're taking dance lessons. I'm going to put a little clip. What'd you think? That's Gigi at her Zumba class. Zumba class is like a dance class. So Gigi's been going on Wednesday mornings at 9 o'clock. I go to my Zumba class. And that was a little clip that you saw me dancing. So just like sometimes I have to be reminded about the steps, and I have to be reminded of where to step and how to stay in place, everybody has to when they're first starting out. So dance doesn't always come easy. Some people can pick it up right away. Some people takes a little bit longer. It doesn't matter as long as you're having a good time and you're enjoying yourself. So Gigi may look kind of funny out there, but I'm having fun and I am enjoying myself, and I hope you're enjoying yourself dancing too. And also, here's another clip. What else is Gigi doing here? Right there. Can you see? Can you tell me what Gigi's doing? She's golfing. She's me and your papa are going out to the range and we're hitting a bucket of balls. But you know, golf is not easy. I like playing golf. And I'm hoping when you get bigger that I'll be able to take you in a few rounds and maybe I can show you how to golf. What golf I know. You know, and I like it. But, you know, gotta practice. So me and your papa are still practicing before we actually go play a round of golf. That's what they call it. They don't call it a game. Well, a round of game. It's a game of golf. But when you play, you know, like you play soccer, you play a game, they call it a round. When you play a round of golf, that means like I'm playing a game of golf. But it's called a round. And it's for 18 holes. So I'm trying to put a ball inside there's a little clip ball golf. Put a ball inside a little tiny hole, but sometimes a hole can be 100 yards, or sometimes a hole can be 500 yards. And just depends on how many times you hit the ball to get in the hole. Did you get all that? I know you did. But when you get bigger, I'm going to have to take you out there. As long as your mom and daddy say it's okay, I'm going to take you out there. But anyway, I just like to get a kick out of seeing Gigi do her Zumba and Gigi doing, taking a few swings at the golf ball. So anyway, honey, I hope that you continue to do well. I know that you're a bright little girl. You're very creative and you're intelligent. So you just keep doing what you're doing. And Gigi's always thinking about you. FaceTime me so I can see your little face. Tell your daddy, I want to FaceTime Gigi. That's right. Okay? All right, honey. Well, I hope you have a good day. Gigi is always thinking about you. And here's a hug for you. Here's a hug for your mom and daddy. And like Gigi says, loves her baby girl to the moon and back. Love you to the moon and back, baby girl. To the moon and back. And Button, I'll be seeing you soon. To the moon and back, baby girl.